when you're on that deathbed, what do you say to yourself? I wish I would have had more love. I am so grateful for the love that I had. It comes down to that. This is Mindset by Natalia, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting. We're talking all about unconditional love, how to have unconditional love for yourself, and then how that transcends into other people, having unconditional love for other people. So, what is unconditional love? It's that kind of love that we think of when a mother has a child. You know, even in the animal kingdom with us humans, it's that type of unconditional love where no matter what happens, no matter what they do, no matter the actions, there is this blinding love that they have for their children. And this is so valuable because when we learn to unconditionally love ourselves, of course, our actions still have consequences and we, strive to be the best people that we can. But when you know that you can come back to yourself after anything that has happened and you still choose to love yourself unconditionally, that is the most powerful, magnetic, and beautiful gift that we have on this planet. And that's the amazing part. You can choose to have that unconditional love for yourself. If you don't have that many friends or families not around or whatever it might be, where you don't feel that sense of someone loves me unconditionally, you be that you be that person. And then once you start exercising it for yourself, you'll start sharing it with the rest of the world, and the rest of the world will mirror that. Again, anything that we do, we mirror to the world. And if the world is showing us things, it's because we're the mirror ourselves. We need to look at the world and what we're viewing as we're calling that in, because we are a direct mirror. So here it's all about choosing the middle ground, right? Coming back to a center where you're not overly critical about yourself, but you also don't hold only compassion and you never reflect about your actions and what you do. So choose the middle ground, right? Be somewhere in the center where you have that unconditional love for yourself. At the same time, view what's working, what's not working, what's leading me towards being that ideal, amazing person I see myself as in the future. Am I leading this person towards that, or are my actions showing things against that? Remember in what we talked about last week's video that you are 100% worthy. As a human, when you were born, you came into this world being 100% innately worthy. There is nothing that you need to prove in order to gain your worthiness, and there is nothing that anyone can do to take it away. It's one of those things, it just is. You don't have to compete for it. It's not a lack resource. Everyone has it 100%. And that's the beautiful thing. We all share in this. I love thinking about these situations where we as a societal community, as the whole world with all the people inside of it, there's something that each and every one of us just get to have. And that is unconditional worthiness. We are unconditionally worthy. We are innately worthy, as I always like to say. So how does this draw back to our feeling about ourselves, having this unconditional love? Unconditional love is kind of another form of this. Unconditional love means you view yourself and you understand yourself. You have compassion for yourself. You view yourself how your best friend would view you, how a parent would view you. Would they ever criticize you, say those negative things that you are repeating in your head over and over? I did this wrong. I can't believe I did that. How could I do that? I'm the worst person ever. Again, words are powerful. And even if they're just in the mind creates your reality. So if you have those thoughts over and over again, you will start to speak it out. You will start having other people say that to you. So cut it at the source right here. Imagine if the people that carried the most guilt were able to have unconditional love for themselves. Something I always think about, people that have committed grand crimes, things that are just like excruciatingly painful or caused other people pain. Imagine how much guilt that person feels, especially in a case where it was an accident or, they've turned their life around, whatever it is. Imagine the kind of guilt that carries with you when you know that your actions had consequences like anything else. Actions always come back to having consequences. But what if in that you could still find some form of unconditional love to care about yourself, to love yourself, and to have so much compassion that you say, what I did was not what was right. I would choose to move differently if this happened again today. But I still love that version of me. I still love the person that made that mistake because the only reason that I'm here right now is because that person led me to this. And like we say so many times, sometimes we need to experience opposites in order to understand and be able to appreciate the quote unquote good things that happen. So, for example, the only reason why we love a bright, sunny day, people at the pool, people laughing, everyone walking around outside, the reason we like that is because we have to experience the snowy days, the rainfalls, the all of those things. What makes it a good day is that we've experienced the opposite. So, in this case, same thing. Sometimes you need to experience, that guilt, that shame, in order to see that you are worthy of experiencing the other side of the coin. You are worthy of being grateful and letting go and having unconditional love and being authentically yourself. That's what it's all about. Love transforms and creates life. Think about that. Actual love is just like anything else. It's an energy, it's a vibration. And it is the one vibration that creates life, that creates healing, that creates unity, togetherness, acceptance, powerfulness. All of those things come from this love, this unconditional form of love. And when it transforms, when you choose to transform energy into love, it is one of the highest forms of vibration. We all know this. I think that since we're kids, we're taught that. When we're young, we're thinking about how do you want to feel? It's love. It always, everything always comes back to love. And that's the thing, like, you hear so many stories of people that are older, grandparents, people that are passing away soon. And what do they look back on? They look back on the love that they had in their life. And I'm not saying that this is just one, like a person. This can be a job, a career, a dream, a hobby, their family, their siblings, their friends, their teachers, the people around them, their neighbors, anything, nature, religion, whatever it might be. We all come back to love, to unconditional love. And again, when you're on that deathbed, what do you say to yourself? I wish I would have had more love. I am so grateful for the love that I had. It comes down to that. Again, like stepping away and being so detached from the physical world and the materials and the things that you gather. It's just never going to be that that's the last thing you think about on your deathbed. It's the people that you loved, how you loved, when you gave, when people gave to you. It's that sense of unconditional love. And I think it's important that we realize that now. Why wait another 50, 60, 80 years, 100 years in order to feel that, in order to feel that gratitude for the love that we've had in our lives every single day? Start practicing unconditional love for yourself. You are, again, worthy in every way of being loved. And what we're working on here is unconditional love, the kind of love where it transcends time, it transcends space, that kind of feeling. It's so pure, it's so innate. Again, I always come back to the example of a mother with her child. That kind of love where it just overpowers you, it fills you up. And again, like, how amazing would our world be if that was what we focused on? If everyone around us had that inner deep love for themselves. I say in so many videos, hurt people, but loved people love people. People that love receive love. Again, anything that you put your mind, your focus on, you attract more of. So what if you started treating yourself like that? What if you started internally taking out that language that criticizes, that constantly critiques, that wants perfection, that wants you to do things a certain way, that says, no, you can't do it like that. No one's ever done it like that. You need to be able to quiet your mind, which is when things like meditation, mindfulness come into play. But you need to be able to quiet this mind and get into here, get into the body, get into the feeling of your body, feel the sensations. And then from there, start projecting out that love. Showing others unconditional love is a tough one. I have some opinions about this, which I think I struggle with it too. Thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to say that I love someone no conditions so they can do whatever they want, they can treat me however they want, but it's not about that. That's again like an extreme of worst case scenario. What if I just love people completely? And those are like fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. Like there's something going on beneath the surface. Because again, like I do believe that when we come into this world, when we leave this world, what is it all about? It is about that unconditional love. Like religion, what do you think it talks about? It's about how God creates and gathers and loves unconditionally. Again, there's a reason that we are attracted to that. We are attracted to something bigger than us, something outside of us, and something that carries us through the hardships, carries us through the challenges, carries us through our mistakes and the things that we wish that we could change. But again, like we see that at the macro, let's start viewing it on the micro as well. Start viewing it from intention from within us. Be love. Be the state of love. Remember when we say, I want to be loved, I want this, I want that. Anything you expect to receive, you have to give. And this is, I think, when it comes to unconditional love, this is something so valuable. When it comes to unconditional love, when you freely give, is exactly when you will receive. Has it ever happened to you where, I don't know, it's your sister's birthday, something is going on, for example, and you give them a big present. You give something and you give that something so full-heartedly, like you're just so excited to see how that gift, how that money, how whatever it is that you're giving them, how they receive it, how they enjoy it. And it's like the feeling that you receive is so much deeper than the actual material that you give that it doesn't matter. You don't think twice about it. And in those cases, that is when that always comes back to you. When you truly give from your heart is when you truly always receive back. But that's the thing. We've also all been in situations where we do something for someone and we're resentful and we're angry and we're sad about it. And we're like, well, why didn't you do that back for me? Or why do I always have to do this for you? Again, that is like pulling us apart. That is truly like coming apart. And love is all about coming together in unity. So next time that you give with your free heart. If you don't feel like you want to give something, your time, your energy, gifts, whatever it might be, if you don't want to give it, don't. Because that really does only lead to resentfulness. And resentment is yucky, low vibrational thing. But when you truly are willing and able to give something, to give, again, any of these things, do it. And do it not, again, obviously not with the intention of I'm going to receive something back, but just do it because you know that that lights other people up. It brings you in community. It brings you in, again, this form of love that's so strong. So go out, be love, be that vibration, be that state. If you've never had that experience, be that for yourself. If you've never felt the love that you wanted to feel it for yourself first. Stop looking for it in other people. Other people externally can tell you one thing and then the other thing the next day. That's why we can't depend on the external world to give us validation. That's what it's all about. We can't expect something outside of us to tell us how we feel on the inside. It works the opposite way. How we feel on the inside projects and is what is shown to the world outside of us in vibration, as we love to talk about. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you grew a little bit more in your unconditional love. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!